Good morning. It's 10:30, so we'll go ahead and get started. I'm not sure who all we have. I know Jasper Fire has got a project they're working on this morning, so I'm not sure they'll be joining us. I guess, Rob, you with us this morning?
It's muted on their side, so.
There you go.
You got me?
You with us this morning, Rob?
Yeah, I'm here. Can y'all hear me?
Yep.
Okay. Keyboard giving us a little issue on the mute switch. Everything seems to be going good, I guess, depending on what we've all been dealing with. We got as you know, the last time we met, we talked about Monday. We got some of the face masks in. We've got him working on some more of those. Haven't heard anything from the hospital in regard to approval or denial of the face shields, but we're using them with the EMTs, ambulance service, sheriff's department. I'm assuming y'all are still using them, and then we've got them for the fire. Other than that, just for the number that had went up this morning with the report we got from Piedmont, that's disappointing to see 2 more cases. And what really worries me is the fact that as we go forward, if they ever get the testing scenario worked out, I'm afraid positive cases will probably go up anyway. So it just seems like, as everybody's sitting here listening to this, it's just a day-to-day numbers of what it's going to proceed till April 30th and see if it tops out or we have to take it further. But everything else, I mean, gas supplies, diesel supplies, all that is still going good here. We're not seeing any shortages in that, and looks like Walmart and Kroger and them are just bustling with work. And we're building, construction is still going strong here in Pickens. So even though we've separated the crews out, so that's about all I've got right now. Unless y'all got something for me.
You said the numbers this morning. I think we're at 13 positives for Pickens and still at 2 deaths. Is that right?
That's what I got this morning. Yes.
Okay. And then any idea on the testing? I didn't get to hear everything this morning from the hospital. Are they doing any more testing, or any idea on that?
What I heard from the report this morning is Gilmer County is starting the testing, but it's still the same protocol that it is down here. You got to be symptomatic and have your physician recommend you to have a test done. Still for Pickens and Gilmer County. Haven't heard when they're looking at maybe releasing that for anybody to get tested, and that's my concern. If they'll ever get to the point where they have enough of these tests for anybody that wants to get tested, we'll probably see the positive numbers go up. Now, whether that's detrimental or not, I don't know at this time.
Okay. All right. Anything else to report on your end?
No. The Phillip and them are still, water is still operational. Everything is going, normally day-to-day activities are still positive. We're still running skeleton crews and just trying to keep everything. And I think Sloan, you're not having any issues with yours. So far so good, Donnie.
Okay.
Appreciate it.
And Johnny, anything on your end?
Yeah, Phillip checked on your stuff. He's got the response for that. But I put in a new PP order for Jasper PD and requested an infection control team come back over to Wildwood Nursing. Their ventilation system, they have no way to isolate anybody in that old school building. So they're going to come up and evaluate where you used to have the voter precinct. They're going to come up today and check that out and see if they can put an isolation thing over there for Barbara.
Right.
So
I talked to the warehouse, not the headquarters, but the warehouse, and the shipment should be out by the end of the week. So as soon as they get with us, and we'll go from there. But he said they're getting it, and it should be out by the end of the week.
All right, that'd be good. We appreciate that. And Sloan, any updates on your end?
Honestly, still pretty slow. I did get a call, or 911 got a call. This, I guess, is more for Jasper Police Department, but they did have some stuff at Home Depot for Jasper Police Department. I did pick that up this morning. So, Greg, I'll get with you sometime after this meeting and try to get you some wipes. All it was some wipes, but that's really the big thing. We're still pretty slow on our call volume. They seem to have risen, the last 2 days, but not really seeing, suspicious cases or anything, peaking or anything. It's just been normal calls and stuff, but have been a little busier the last 2 days than we were probably previously. But
Right.
Hey, Sheriff.
Yes, sir.
One thing that was mentioned this morning, Jackie Dunn reported that Coca-Cola was coming in his place of business without a mask on. They had went in to our 911 center without a mask on. We have barred them from our 911 center until they start wearing a mask. Last thing I want is and Sloan stepped in, caught them, and told them that no mask, no come in. So we have barred them at that point. I don't know who does y'all's machines there, but you might, we're going to have to wake them up, and they need to wear a mask, because anytime where Coca-Cola has been all day, then they come in without any kind of protective equipment or gloves or mask on. Just a heads up. I don't know if you heard that this morning or not from Jackie Dunn.
I haven't. I've got a contact for them. I'll be glad to give them a call and just to kind of give them a heads up. Let them know the concerns. So. Yeah. I'll give them a call after our meeting today and just let them know that, they need to take some precautions. So.
Yeah. Thanks, sir.
All right. Mayor Lawrence, how are you this morning?
Good morning, Sheriff. Good morning, everybody. The city seems to be doing really well. I have had some requests from local businesses as to are they going to be able to open up at the end of this month. And my response to them uniformly has been that it's just a little early to be considering that, although that is something that all of us will have to consider in the near future. So that's about it for me this morning, and I'll let Brendan update as far as exact conditions inside of city operations.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you, Mayor, Sheriff, Chairman. Not a whole lot other than normal, I guess the new normal of what we're doing. We're still getting things done, accomplished. I would like to take just a moment. I think Mary may be filming or whomever, but I'd like to take a moment to commend Chief Roper and his team for kind of injecting a little bit of positivity today into the community as best we can. There's really no precedent in rule book on city management of how to manage in times of a pandemic. But just like to commend the guys for that and thank all of us for what we're continuing to do. I think in consultation with counties and cities and even state partners, there's just still a lot of unknowns. And to echo what the mayor said, between the county and the city, we do take it, we take our responsibility serious, and we want to make sure that we keep the citizens safe and our employees safe. But there's just still with this being the 15th day of April, still a lot of unknowns between now and the end of the month. We will be continuing to educate our businesses, as some of them have indicated that they may choose to open up. I think we heard from GSP and the governor that they're going to continue to enforce the governor's executive order. So we're just going to educate, and we've continued to provide resources for people to reference. Beyond that, I have nothing else for the good of the order.
Good deal. Thank you, sir. We'll move down to Chief Lovell over to Steve.
Good morning. Everybody hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Steve Roper wanted me to convey to y'all, him and his crew are out doing some type of little show to some of the kids that they normally do at the elementary school, but he wanted me to convey to you that his supplies are good and business as usual, kind of like Sloan said, call volume kind of low. Other than that, police department's ticking along just fine. We're pretty good on supplies. I think, Sloan, I was supposed to get with you Monday about those possibly 5 face shields, and I'm sure you were busy from early Monday morning with the tornado, so I'll get with you on the Home Depot and the face shield thing. And other than that, it's been pretty quiet. Starting to see a little uptick in some theft calls that we're dealing with, entering autos and just small things. So, but other than that, we're doing good.
Okay. Any questions for the chief on that? Having none, we'll move over to Tim Nichols with Georgia State Patrol. Tim, you got anything this morning to report or any concerns?
No, everything's still business as usual. Call volume's still light. Following up on complaints of violations of the executive order. That's mainly what we're concerned with now. Still deploying people to the Murray County tornado site. But other than that, it's things are still rolling along peacefully. Traffic is starting to build. I've noticed that. Getting a lot more volume of vehicles on the road. So with that, it's going to come more calls, but we'll take them as they come.
Right. Okay. Thank you. And we also have Kristy Easterwood with us this morning. Kristy, anything to report on your end with the 911 center?
No, everything's going good.
All right. And just remember, this is, 911 is telecommunication for a month and week. We appreciate what y'all do for us, not just this month, but every month. So you guys kind of the backbone of everything we do, so we appreciate y'all. And I know Vaughn logged in. Are you still with us, Vaughn?
Yeah, I'm still here, just getting ready to go on the road with this clown show this morning.
So I heard you guys were just clowning around, so I didn't know you was going to be able to make it with us or not. So.
Yeah, that's what we're doing. We're about to get out here and clown around just a little bit this morning, just bring a little cheer.
So anything else you want to add this morning?
No, sir. I think they covered it. Lovell covered everything for Chief Roper on the supplies and all. The call volume is kind of remaining low and the same, but that's a good thing at this point.
It is. And again, we appreciate you guys trying to change things up a little bit this morning. So
we're going to go see if we can bring a smile or two to somebody. Y'all have a good day.
All right. You too, guys. Thank you. Just real quick, I've got a couple of things. Again, I know we've had 13 positives and with 2 deaths. I know this past weekend we had with the Easter, a lot of churches had the drive-up church services, and I had a couple of calls this week, and some of the churches said they had a pretty good success with the drive-up church services. And just want to bring that up to our commissioner and our mayor that's with us this morning. And some of the services or the churches would like to continue having service and doing the drive-up service. And so I'd like to bring that to y'all's attention. And what they want to do is continue their service. They want to shorten their service and doing about 45 minutes from what I've been told. Practicing the social distancing, not having the restrooms available, closing the church off, but parking the vehicles, I think they said from 6 to 10 feet apart, but having their service similar to what they done over Easter. And so I just want to run that by you guys. And I know Mary's here in the video. I just want to get this out, but we'd like to get some feedback from our mayor and the commissioner, and even from Tim, see if you guys have any issues or if you have any concerns about that.
No, I mean, I have my own personal feelings towards it, but so long as they practice the social distancing and it is outside, I don't see where there's going to be an issue on our part.
Okay. Mayor, would you like to comment on that?
I feel the same, and as Tim says, we all have our own personal thoughts about things. By the same token, we all feel strongly about having church and having church continue. So, personally, I don't have a problem with it.
Okay. Not trying to put you on the spot. I just had a couple of folks that asked me about that and asked if I could bring that up at this particular meeting. And again, I know we have to be very, very careful on how that's done. And I know we've had a couple of prayer meetings at the hospital that, the large folks crowds. And again, I know we have to be very careful. And, they can't get out of their vehicles and they have to stay in their vehicles and, keep those at a distance. But
we just need to stress the security, as you said, Sheriff. Stress absolutely. The security to everybody.
Right.
And I'll ask Brandon to weigh in on that also as city manager.
Brandon?
He knew I would.
Yes.
Me and my personal stuff dealing with that. So I'm going to say the bureaucratic answer of the state's executive order preempts any locals, whether it's the county or the city. So by virtue of that, I'm not the expert on the governor's executive order, but to echo the GSP, the mayor, and not to presuppose what the county's going to say, but my position is you're outdoors, you're social distancing, and from a reactive standpoint, I think if there's calls or complaints, then the proper response can be made. But in terms of proactively going out and trying to shut down services, I don't foresee us in a position of doing that. I think just keep on keeping on.
Agree.
And Commissioner, you got any thoughts?
I've been on phone conversations with several of the preachers around and as of last Wednesday and Thursday, we've had this discussion at that time, and the county's not opposed to the parking lot scenario, and that's what me and Ben Mock and Mr. Boyd and a few others have discussed, and churches on the west end, if they want to handle it in that kind of perspective and stay 16 feet apart, the county's not going to have a problem with it. And I think I think that's about the proper thing to do. I can't see a whole lot of difference doing that. It's everybody trying to beat up at Kroger and Walmart and Nichols. So maybe they get more done through the churches than they can through other areas. But no, the county won't have an issue with that. And we had some conversation with them for the Easter services on Sunday. So I think it worked out very well.
Okay. Yeah, my only advice is just they need to be careful. Need to pay attention to the governor's orders and on how they conduct that service. And I would hate for those services or churches to put us in a position to have to come out and cause us to have to intervene. So please, for those that are watching, make sure that you comply with the governor's orders and, practice that social distancing and stay in your vehicles and comply with that order. So when it comes to the drive-up church service. One other thing that I'm going to bring up this morning, I have not heard anything locally, but I did get a call from a sheriff from the north yesterday saying that the state would possibly be sending out supplies through our pandemic flu plan to our local communities. Have y'all heard anything, Johnny, as far as sending out any supplies to our local communities following the pandemic flu plan?
I haven't heard anything about that.
So you have not?
I have not.
Okay. I know I have not heard anything other than just receiving a call from, with the local sheriff's office saying that they had been some talk that they may start distributing some supplies through that plan. But again, that was just some talk through some of the local sheriffs. Just kind of give you a heads up if you hear anything. That was discussed from some other local sheriffs. So.
We had a conference call with GMA yesterday, and it was not mentioned at all.
Okay. Well, hopefully that's just just some talk. The other thing, just kind of give you a rundown on our staffing situation. We currently have 6 employees that are out sick, 2 of which have been tested for the coronavirus. Luckily, have came back with the negative results. Results came back pretty quick. They tested negative. We do have one that is still waiting on a test, has not came back. We have one employee who is also a spouse of another public safety official. That public safety official that does not work here, works for another agency, has been tested elsewhere and is waiting on the results to come back. So, we've got a few that we're just kind of waiting on some results. We have received our coronavirus test here for the jail. So we're currently have 100 test kits for public safety and the inmates here at the jail. We have got those in. Our inmate situation, we're sitting on at 46 on our inmate count currently, and we have no issues inside the jail with any issues as far as the coronavirus or symptoms of the coronavirus right now. All of our inmates, seem to be healthy, so we're in good shape there. So again, I do appreciate the cooperation with Jasper PD and the State Patrol as far as folks that are being brought in. You guys have been great to work with, and just being very careful as far as testing and checking folks as they come in. And we're just taking all the precautions we can as far as the jail goes. So we just want to make sure that we're taking care of everybody that's in our custody and taking the precautions that we have to take. So other than that, we don't really have a whole lot to report on our end. Our supplies are holding up. We have got, the masks, the gloves, our sanitizer, hand sanitizer. We've got some supplies in, and the everything. So we're doing pretty good right now. So outside of that, you guys have any questions for us?
Sheriff, I have one question. You said that you had one of your people tested and the results came back pretty quick. Can you tell us just how quick that did happen?
What, 2 days? Yeah, we've actually had 3 that came back, within 2 days.
Okay, great.
The one that we're still waiting was tested at the same time, and it's, we're still waiting. We're on day, 3 or 4?
Day 6.
All right, day 6. We're still waiting 6 days later to get those tests back.
Right.
So, there's, it's
glad to see a quick response.
Right.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir. Any other questions or comments or concerns from anybody? Nothing. So again, I appreciate you guys' willingness to get together and just kind of run things by each other. And so we'll try to get together again on Friday. And if you guys need us, we're here. And before we leave, Mary is still with us. If you got any questions or concerns on your end, Mary?
Wait, am I unmuted? No, is Vaughn still there? Just I need some clown footage. Y'all have answered everything else.
Already logged off.
Okay, I'll get Tara to give me some clown footage. So, but no.
We'll send him a message and we'll get him to send something over to you. So.
All right, thanks. I think that's all. You've addressed everything else.
Okay, but we do appreciate you, Mary, and covering things. And as always, if you have any questions or anything comes up on your end, please let us know, and we'll try to get that out to you as quick as possible.
All right, thank you.
But thank you all, and again, we'll see you Friday at 10:30.
Thank you.
All right,
Guys.